What's good, y'all? This is the best 6'4 build in 2K25, man. I finally did it, you guys. I finally caved and I had to make a 6'4. Now, this build that you're seeing these clips of right now, this is my second 6'4. I ended up having to make two versions. Okay, so if you guys want to see the version number one, make sure you like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Go down to the comment section. Let me know if you guys want to see my other 6'4. But this one right here that you're seeing the clips of, this is the 6'4 that I just hit Veteran 1 with. I've been going crazy in the proving grounds. I got clips in the park with this build, man. I'm going to show you guys the build. Then I'm going to show you some more clips. And then I'm going to get into like the whole builder, the full builder breakdown for you guys. Because I know a lot of people prefer the more in-depth breakdowns when it comes to builds, man. Especially this year with how much money it takes to even play this game. How much money it takes to create builds, man. Don't be messing up your build, y'all. Don't make bad builds. Don't sit here and waste time, waste money, waste energy on bad builds, y'all. This game is already bad enough, man. So the way that I have fun, man, is the way that this 6'4 is designed, man. You see I'm going crazy with it, especially now that I'm Veteran 1 and I have the heat check. I mean, you guys see I've been going crazy with heat check. Look at this. I'm turning around. That's toxic, bro. This build right here is toxic, man. And I don't even really have all my badges yet. Like I said, I just made this build the other day, maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. I've just been grinding like crazy on this build. It's so much fun, man. You guys know I have multiple 6'2s. I have multiple 5'9s. And now I have multiple 6'4s. I do have a 6'3. But now I have experience on builds at PG from every single height, man. 5'9", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", y'all. I will say that these 6'4s, they were right, okay? They were right about them, y'all. Something about the 6'4, I don't know if it's just the bigger body, the wingspan, y'all, but something about these 6'4s is OD. Okay, but real quick, I'm going to get into the verse of the video. This is Galatians chapter 1, verse 8 through 10, y'all. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now again. If any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Christ, y'all. I know we just got done with the Christmas holiday, man. Don't forget what Christmas is all about, you guys. Don't forget the ultimate gift that Jesus Christ came down and died for our sins on the cross, man. Don't forget the gospel, the good news, because that's the greatest gift ever. God sent us the greatest gift ever in Jesus Christ, y'all. So I see a lot of people, they want to talk about like spirituality and all this other stuff, y'all. If you're spiritual but you're not religious, all that type of stuff, man. If you're talking about anything that isn't Jesus Christ, man, let that man be accursed. Because there's only one truth, there's only one way, and there's only one light, y'all. And that's Jesus Christ himself. There is no other way. Okay, there is no other way, y'all. But look, you guys can see, man, I hit Veteran 1 on this build. Been going crazy, y'all. Here is the full build. Like I said, this is my second version. The sharpshooter, the 99.3, and I have an 86 mid-range, y'all. So the high 3, high mid-range. It really goes together because on this build, you see I don't have the highest dunking. I've got 65 driving dunk, 50 standing dunk, a little bit of dunking to finish if it's wide open. But really, now that I have heat check, if I'm not shooting that 3, I'm shooting that midi fade. And with the 86 plus satellite, y'all, this build, it gets heat check very, very easily. I might have to do a whole video just on heat check. But you guys see the defense, man. 91 steal at a 6'4", you guys. 76 perimeter. That gives me a lot of badges that a lot of other guards don't have. And like I was explaining earlier, the 6'4", it just moves different. It feels different on defense. Even with a 91 steal, I feel like I'm getting more steals than my 6'3" with 99. Okay, the 6'4s are just different, man. Here's the jump shot, Patty Mills base, double Oscar release. I see a lot of people, they mess up their jump shots, y'all. Do not try to blend Oscar Robertson with anything else, y'all. Don't go Patty, Oscar, and then 80% Oscar, 20% something else. No. Go double Oscar release, maximum speed, full release on the visual cue, y'all. Trust me, trust me. If you want to shoot like these clips, man, you got to run this jump shot. There was the rest of my dribble moves for everybody. I know a lot of people ask me for all of my dribble moves and stuff like that, y'all. So just pause the video if you guys need those dribble moves. And then I'm going to show you guys one more set of clips as we just sort of talk about this build, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to get into the full builder and go really in depth with you guys, okay? You guys see I'm on the twos court, man, playing against rim runners and mascots and L2 cheesers, okay, all types of stuff, man. The thing that I like about being 6'4", one thing that I've noticed about being 6'4", you guys, even compared to 6'3", even compared to 6'2", because it doesn't seem like it would be that big of a difference, you know, it's just 2 inches of height. But I'm telling you, on the 6'4", the defense that you're able to play is so much better. Like, you just, I don't know if it's just the size of the body or what, but literally on this build with a 91 steal, I'm getting more steals, more lanes than my 6'3" with 99. Okay. But another thing I wanted to mention, man, being 6'4", it does help you out with the shot contest as well. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, you know, there's something that I thought myself as well, like, because my 6'3" has 99 perimeter defense. How big of a difference is it going to be from a 6'3" with 99 perimeter to a 6'4" with like a 75 perimeter? I'm telling you guys, the difference is very, very noticeable. It's a reason a lot of these people are out here making 6'4" locks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are making 6'4" hashes, y'all. It's a reason that 6'4" is a meta height this year, y'all. It took me a second to realize it, but 6'4" is really tough, man. It's really the wave, I'm not even gonna lie. Especially on a build like this, it just fits my play style. It really fits my play style the best, man. You see I'm cooking up behind the screen. They're doubling me, still can't hold me. I'm still gonna get to the midi fade, y'all. Just something about this build, man. Like I said, if you guys want to see the first 6'4", the high dunking 6'4", go down to the comment section, man. Let me know. But this, the high 3-ball and the high midi on the 6'4", plus I made sure to get some strength as well. So I don't have legend strong handle like I do on my 6'2", but this build does have Hall of Fame strong handle, 84 strength. So it gets bumpy. I mean, you guys saw the clip just a few seconds ago where I was bumping their center. I bumped Jokic out the way and still got to the midi fade. This build having the strength plus being that 6'4" height, it just helps a lot on defense and it helps a lot on offense as well. I mean, you see I'm hiding behind the screen, fading, okay, shooting crazy shots, man. This is the way that I like to play 2K. This is the way that me personally, I have fun on 2K. When I'm on builds that I can shoot from half court and call game from half court, and I can just dribble and break ankles and pull crazy shots. Me personally, that's fun. Like getting them behind the crab, shooting behind them, you know, to me that's fun. Certain people have fun rim running, certain people have fun post scoring, blah blah blah. But for me and my personal play style, this is one of the most fun builds that I have, man. Just because it fits my play style. If you guys been watching my channel, you guys know I have a lot of 99-3 builds, a lot of sharpshooter builds. Like, I think I have maybe 6 or 7 guard builds, and probably like 4 or 5 of them have the name 3-level scoring playmaker. Just because that's the way that I like to play. I like to have a guard that can shoot the 3, it can shoot the midi, it can finish a little bit. I don't necessarily need contact dunks. I have a couple guards with contact dunks just for fun, you know. But you guys see the contest right there into the open shot, man. Me personally, I don't really need to finish that good. I just need to be able to shoot, dribble, play make, and play defense, and then I'll be straight. That's how I have fun, man. And this build is just so much fun. Even then, like on a build like this, if you just know what you're doing, I like doing stuff like this. Don't even really have to dribble. Just cook them up with the triple threat. You know what I'm saying? Krabby Patty. It's just fun to me. This build has been so much fun, y'all. Also, shout out my boy Easy, man. You see, he's been holding the screens for me on his tools court, man. We were going crazy. If you guys want to run with me, make sure to go down to the comments, go down to the description. I have it as the pinned comment. I got it in the description. Join my Discord, okay? Me and him, he's a subscriber. We were running in the Discord chat, going crazy on the twos, man. A lot of people ask me, Waf, how do I run with you? How do I get in touch with you? The best way is to join my Discord server, y'all. So, like I said, I'm leaving it in the description. I'm leaving it as the pinned comment. Make sure you join my Discord. I'm probably going to be running with you guys later on today, later tonight. So, yeah, make sure y'all join that. But back to this build, man. You see I'm hiding behind the screen. Even without all my badges all the way. Like some of these clips, I only had set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. Look at that. You see, I'm boxing him behind the screen. Look, I'm boxing him behind the screen. And I come down midi fade right over him. Stuff like that is fun to me. And this guy was pretty calm, man. Q Xavier, this guard right here, I believe he was like the number 4 ranked. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? I think we lost that game, but it was pretty close. Like we lost it at the wire or something like that. But this build, it plays great defense, and the offense is amazing as well, man. It's something about having the midi and the 3 that is very, very hard to guard, y'all. Normally, I just make 99 3-ball builds, and I just go 84 mid. But on this build, I might even go like a 90-something mid using my cap breakers, man. You see I got him in the post, man. That was tough. That was tough. Having the mid-range combined with that 3-ball, especially now that I'm better in 1, it makes it very, very easy to get heat check. I would say that heat check itself isn't as good as it was last year, but I definitely feel it. You know, you'll definitely feel that heat check boost, especially if you have two-way and heat check. You'll definitely be able to feel it. It's not quite as overpowered as last year, but it's still a lot of fun, man. Still a lot of fun, as well as the post scoring. I know you guys saw I don't normally post score on my guard, but just having that option, being 6'4" with the high strength, high post control, high midi. Like I said, I don't really have high dunking, but I have enough. You know, I have enough layup, enough dunking to where if I put you in the post and I get past you and I get open, this build can finish in the post. It can shoot post fades and post hop shots over small defenders, all that type of stuff, man. So just having that option is really nice on the 6'4" as well. Just having options. This build has a lot of options, man, and that's why I've been having so much fun on this 6'4", man. See, I'm still throwing the break, throwing lobs to my teammates, getting my team involved. Look at steals like that. That was only with Silver Interceptor. Silver Interceptor, man. Now I have gold. And personally, what I've been doing on this build, shout out my boy Joey Silent Bryant, man. He also just made a new 6'4", and he made a 6'4" pure lock. So I might have to make a 6'4" pure lock as well. But basically what me and him have been doing, been running the double 6'4s, and that alley was kind of crazy. I had to throw that clip in there. But with the double 6'4s, man, he's on the pure lock with 99 perimeter, 99 steal. And me, I got that 91 steal, but I'm using my max +1 to get Hall of Fame glove. Hall of Fame glove on this 6'4". It's crazy the defense that you play, like the animations. You saw how I was plucking that guy behind the screen. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on these 6'4s. I don't know if it's the fact that I went 91 steal, or if it's just the fact that I finally made a 6'4". But a lot of my guard builds have 85 steal. One of my 5'9s has a 96 steal, you guys. The 91 steal is a really nice sweet spot, especially on a 6'4". The 91 steal is like the perfect sweet spot. I feel like a lockdown on this build, man. I genuinely feel like I can guard ball against anybody on this build with just a 75 perimeter, 91 steal. Like I said, man, this build gets a lot of defensive badges, man. I made everything, every single stat, every single attribute, it has a purpose. Oh my gosh, I gotta rewind that. Hold on. Watch this pass right here, man. Watch this, y'all. Against the Grinch, y'all. That was their lockdown too. Yeah, 99 still. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Nutmegged him, y'all. That was tough. That was tough, you guys. Don't even lie. But like I said, this build, it can do everything that I need out of my guard. It can pass. It can play defense. Look, I'm boxing his shit full court. You know what I'm saying? They want to jump. They jumping in the paint. You jumping for what, man? That's how I like to play. I like to get the steal, come down the court, fade in threes, you know, shoot crazy shots. To me, that's just how I have fun on this game. This game is not very fun, to be honest, man. It's hard to play 2K25 for real. It's hard to play it seriously. It's hard to even get 5 people on this game, you feel me? So just having a build that makes the game fun, that fits my play style, is something that I really recommend to all of you guys, man. I try to tell y'all in all of my videos, man, make the build that fits your play style. Make the build that fits what you want to do. Like I told about it in my pass first point guard video. If you don't like watching the guard dribble and throw self alleys and do stuff like this, if you don't like seeing a guard dribble, shoot threes behind the screen, then you make a guard. If you want to be the scorer, you make a guard and you can be the scorer. If you want to play defense, you make a center, make a lockdown, you know what I'm saying? Make a back end. Like, make the build that fits your play style, that fits the way you like to play. Because this personally is just how I like to play. It's personally how I like to have fun. So that's why I'm really, really enjoying this build. But if you're not a shooter, if you're not a 3-point shot hunter, if you're not really a guard at heart, if you're not a 2K guard, this build probably wouldn't be the right fit for you. You might enjoy my other 6'4", or you might enjoy some other build, or just your own build that fits your own play style. A lot of people like to blame content creators, man. Listen, y'all, just because WAF made this build, just because I post this build, 1, it doesn't mean you gotta make it. And 2, it damn sure doesn't mean that you gotta spend your VC, spend your money, spend your time grinding it out, getting the badges, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all do what y'all wanna do. You feel me? I'm doing what I wanna do. So there's pretty much all those clips. Like I said, y'all, I'm gonna get in depth into the builder, y'all. So let's go into the builder and really talk about this build in depth. Why every single stat matters, okay? This is why every single stat matters on this build. And you can tweak it, you can adjust it however you want to see fit, man. Like I said, if you guys want to see the other 6'4", the offensive heavy 6'4" point, go down to the comment section, y'all. If you guys want this build, I will drop it for you guys, man. But here is the build that you guys just saw all the clips on. Point guard position, 6'4" height, maximum weight, y'all. 230, maximum weight. Why'd I go 230, y'all? Because when you're dropping down the weight, you have to go almost minimum weight to get this 91 speed with ball. You got to go like 178, and if you go this light, you only get a 63 strength. So that's not what I personally wanted on my build. I wanted a guard that is burly, gets that burly body type, and I wanted to at least have some type of strength, some type of strong handle on this build, man. So maximum weight, 6'4" on the wingspan, so we can get the 99.3, you guys. Now here is the full build. I think I maybe messed something up. Let me see. It didn't put my strength up. Okay, there it go. There it go. Here is the full build, man. I'm gonna just start from the top, and we're gonna go down, breaking down everything. The close shot and stuff, it doesn't really matter, man. The reason I have the close shot up is because of this 79 post control. The reason I went 79 post control is because it gets all the post badges on silver. So I get post powerhouse, post up poet on silver, and I get post fade phenom on gold. So like I said, having this 79 post control, it just gives me the option as a 6'4" guard to post up. I always have the option to post up. I can post spin, I can drop step, or I can just post fade, shimmy fade, post fade, you guys. That's always an option on this build. So it's nice to have 50 standing dunk, man. It's just enough to get a little dunks, you know what I'm saying, here and there. 65 driving dunk gets you the athletic, hangs off 1. It's a very unblockable dunk package. So even though this build has 65 driving dunk, 50 standing dunk, it can still finish pretty, I'm not going to say like crazy, you know, you're not catching bodies on this build, But you can run down the lane and dunk if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can go get a dunk if you want to on this build, man. 80 driving layup. It does give you the silver physical finisher, but I really went 80 driving layup for that Trae Young layup package. So having the Trae Young plus the 80 layup, it's very, very easy to get heat check as well, because layups work for heat check. You can run down there, lay it up, scoop it up, and it counts towards your heat check. Like I said, though, this build is not really a finisher. For the most part, what I want to do when I'm on this build is I want to use my cap breakers for this 99-3, and I like to come out here and shoot threes. I'll shoot all threes all game, not even take a layup, not even take a mid-range sometimes, you feel me? That's just my play style. That's the way I like to play. I'm a shooter. You know what I'm saying? I like to shoot threes, shoot crazy shots. But, like I said, I did go high mid-range as well. You don't get anything for going 86 mid-range, y'all. But here's the secret, okay? Here's a gem for those of y'all that prefer the in-depth breakdowns. Here's why every single stat matters, okay? Look, when you go 94-3, you have to go 84 mid just because they're tied together, right? So if you want 99-3, you have to at least have an 84 mid-range. But a lot of people don't know this, okay? The way that the developers designed the game this year is that even if you have a 99-3, you don't have a pure green window where you can green every single one of your shots, even with a 99-3. However, it's not that way for the mid-range. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, if you have a 85 mid-range, that is the lowest mid-range to unlock a pure green window. So with a 85 mid-range, you can green every single mid-range shot that you take if you time it correctly. So going 85 instead of 84, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely noticeable. It helps you not get RNG'd as much. It helps you not miss as much, y'all. And then, like I said, just that one extra 86. I had a little extra laying over, you know. You might, let me see if you could drop this to 45 and get some. Nah. You know what I'm saying? If there's a little extra points left over, I would dump them all into mid-range. And eventually, like I said, this build, it doesn't get 91 speed with ball. So for my cap breakers, I might actually just put a lot of them on mid-range, put a lot of them on speed, and just be even faster, even better at the mid-range, because I use this takeover called Satellite, y'all. Satellite is the best takeover in the game. Deep Bomber is the best takeover ability in the game, and Satellite gives you the best boost out of all the takeovers in the whole game, y'all. When you're lit up in takeover, this build has a 93 mid-range, so it's very, very easy. If they're not guarding that 3, it's very easy to get to the midi, get to the midi fade, get to the midi crab, y'all. It's very, very easy to shoot midis on this build. And like I said, that really helps with getting heat check, okay? Heat check on this build is really insane. That's sort of what I designed this build for, because a lot of my dunking builds, even on my build with 99 dunk, I'm like, I have a 99 dunk and it's taking me out of the dunk meter. It's like I have a 99 dunk and I don't even feel comfortable coming down the court and dunk metering, because it's literally a 50-50 that it'll just take me out, or it'll make me like dunk meter and then jelly out, or just fluke stuff. So I was like, on this build, man, screw it. I don't even want to finish. I don't want to be a dunker. I want to be a pure shooter, 3-ball and mid-range and free throw, y'all. Please, if you're a point guard, if you play competitively, go 99 free throw, or as high free throw as you possibly can, man. I like to shoot the technical shots. I like to get free points. But even then, y'all, this year the free throws are just broken. I've posted videos of clips of people missing 100% free throws, and I've posted clips of people making 0% free throws. So honestly, the free throws this year, it's just pure RNG. So you want to have the highest rating to combat that RNG as much as possible. On my builds with 99 free throw, I don't think I've missed a free throw all year. Being so dead serious, personally, I don't think I've missed a free throw all year on my builds with 99 free throw. I have some builds that are like 90, 91, 92, something like that. I couldn't quite get that 99. I have some builds that are like 80, and a couple of my centers, they're like 70, 60 type. I'm telling you, you want to have the high free throw this year, especially if you play more competitively. But then on to the ball handle, man. 93 ball handle. I use my cap breakers to get this all the way up to 95. Eventually, I'll go 96 ball handle for the Hall of Fame unpluckable. So the playmaking on this build is elite. Having the Steve Francis, having all this type of stuff at the 6'4" height, man, it's very not gonna say it's glitchy, but just the way that you can move on a 6'4" guard, being that tall, having that type of movement options, having the Steve Francis, having the Patty Mills jump shot base at the 6'4" height, it's just glitchy. It's just glitchy, man. I don't know if it's just unbalanced or what, but it feels really good to dribble on this build. 89 pass accuracy. Reason I go 89, I don't really care too much about this silver versatile visionary. I'm sure it helps a little bit, but the reason I go 89 is for Tyrese Halliburton pass style. Tyrese Halliburton is the best pass style in the game. So, I mean, if you're a point guard, you can get away with the 85. I mean, you can get away with 85, bronze bailout. But personally, I have multiple builds with 89, and I have multiple builds with 85 pass, y'all. In my experience, you definitely want to go 89. You can sacrifice and compromise and go 85, but 89 is really the sweet spot as a point guard where you want your pass to be. You could even go a little higher, 91, 92, 94. I wouldn't necessarily go like 95, 96, like crazy high passing. But if you do, it's not necessarily like a bad option if that's your play style. Like, I would say 89 and above is the exact range you want to be on your point guard, man. I wouldn't go too much lower than that. And then for a speed with ball, like I said, man, it costs too much strength to be able to get that Hall of Fame lightning launch on this 6'4" build. So I decided to try something different. I only went 86. And on this build, I'm not even using my max +1 on lightning launch. And you guys saw the clips. You see how I'm moving. I feel really solid. I feel really good on this build. I feel shifty. I feel like I can move and just get around just fine. I feel fast and I'm able to speed boost, speed burst, whichever way. So I don't really have an issue dribbling with this 86 compared to 91 or even my guard builds that have 94 speed with ball. I'll say that with Legend Launch, you can definitely feel the difference. Like, you can feel Gold versus Hoff. You can feel Hoff versus Legend. But do you really need it? Not really. You don't really need it unless you just want to. If that's your play style, if you like to be the zip, 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 dribble, dribble, then okay, go 94, go 91. But if you're making a different type of build, a different type of play style, 91 speed with ball, 94 speed with ball, it's not necessary to be successful on a guard, man. Me personally, I would argue that 99.3 is necessary on a point guard. For me, the way that I play, I don't like the rim running. I don't like the other type of stuff, man. I have to shoot threes, y'all. I gotta shoot threes. You gotta get threes up. Even people were saying the other day in the 2K community, like, is 2K down because the NBA is down, y'all? No. Okay, a lot of people don't even watch the NBA. They don't see the Celtics shooting 53s a game. They don't see all these teams shooting 50, 60, 70 3-point shots a game, y'all. But even in real life, understand, the way to win in real life is to get threes up. So I'm telling y'all, the way to win more games in 2K, you gotta shoot that three ball. You gotta hit threes, man. Threes are worth more than twos. And it's really, really that simple, man. So I would argue that having a high three is necessary. At least somebody on your team got to be a three-point shooter, man. But as far as like the playmaking, I don't really feel like none of this stuff is necessary, okay? You could 86 people ball. I probably wouldn't go lower. I wouldn't want to go like silver lightning launch. But gold is just enough. That's how I feel about it personally. And then on to the defense, man. You guys see 54 interior. That's because of the strength. This 84 strength gives me this Hall of Fame strong handle. It would have been nice to get Legend strong handle, but you just can't afford it on this build. You can't afford it on this 6'4", man. They actually get the least amount of attributes compared to 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", all the way down to 5'9". The shorter you go, the more attribute points that you get. So this particular build, I couldn't afford the Legend Strong Handle. If you want higher strength, go 6'2", go 6'3", because they get more attributes to get even stronger, right? But 54 interior, man, and 76 perimeter. Why'd I go 76? It's because of this 91 steel, y'all. You have to go 76, man. But with 76 perimeter defense, you guys, it gives me bronze challenger, bronze on-ball menace, bronze pick dodger, silver immovable, and silver off-ball pest. Excuse me. So one thing that I started out doing, I was using my max +1 on-ball menace to get silver on-ball menace, but I eventually switched it to Hall of Fame glove, and I run gold immovable enforcer, y'all. So this build is not a slouch on defense. I see a lot of people, they try to complain about builds with no defense, builds that don't have high defensive ratings. I've posted multiple videos about it, you guys, on the power of low defensive builds. If you guys watch this channel, if you guys watch me, you guys have seen me put people in a clamp, put them in a box on a build with 25 perimeter, 25 steel, 25 interior, way lower stats than this. So for me as a player, I understand how to play defense on a mental level. Okay, I might do a whole video soon on like the mental aspect of playing defense, but with a 76 perimeter, y'all, it's more than enough. If you can't play defense with a 76, you can't play defense with a 99, because it's not about the attribute, it's about the stick skill, it's about the mental IQ, the basketball IQ. And this right here is the sweet spot, because I get all the badges, at least on bronze. I get all the badges, at least on bronze, man. So it's bumpier. I'm able to get challenger contest, y'all. Especially I use that gold immovable enforcer. So this build is not a slouch on defense. People see a 3-level scoring playmaker, they think that it's going to be sweet, but I promise you, this build is not sweet, man. Especially with this 91 steel, y'all. This is the first build that I've actually made with a 91 steel. Like I said earlier, the majority of my other guard builds are the 85 steel for gold interceptor, and then I have a couple builds with 96, 99 steel, but this is the first one where I went 91 steel. And I don't necessarily know if it's the 91 steel being the sweet spot, if it's the 6'4" height being the sweet spot, but this build gets crazy steals, it gets crazy on-ball plucks, and it gets crazy interceptions, y'all. You guys saw the clips. Even in Proving Grounds, I'm getting that Odell Beckham just, give me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this build gets crazy lane steals, crazy on-ball steals. The only thing that I'm not going to say I regret, but the only thing that sucks about this build is the rebounding. Normally on all my other builds, I'm able to squeeze out at least 60 O board or 60 D board, either way. I'm able to squeeze out enough rebounding just to get rebound chaser, bronze, box out beast, bronze, and just having those badges on bronze will make a difference. I'll notice on this build, on this 6'4", it's a lot harder to grab rebounds. Like, I'll get the stop, I'll get the contest, and I can't secure the box out. I can't grab the rebound, it just has to sort of bounce to me. So that's probably the only flaw, in my opinion, about this build, is the fact that there's no rebound chaser. So that's one thing that you guys will notice if you make this build, man. You can wall up in the paint with 54 interior defense combined with 84 strength. It's enough to where you can get a little hands up contest in the paint. You can force people to miss in the paint, but then oftentimes they'll grab the rebound over you, or they'll swim you out of the box out, y'all. So I would say having the low rebounding is probably the only thing that I dislike about this build. But everything else is perfect. Everything else, it fits my play style perfectly, y'all. 81 speed, 82 agility. Like I said, I might even put my cap breakers on this speed, so I'll have an 86 speed eventually. But 82 agility, that's for the shifty shooter, man. If you guys didn't know, this shifty shooter badge, if you have a 99.3, you also have to have a 82 agility to get legend shifty shooter, y'all. So personally, the way I feel about agility, unless you're a lockdown and you just want to be faster agility wise, I would only recommend going 82 agility maximum or if you can't get legend shifty shooter, whatever the maximum agility is that gets you the best badge spread, that's what you want to do. I don't necessarily believe in like putting my cap breakers in agility just to be extra agile. You know, I don't really believe it's that important. I would just go on agility to where you get the badges that you need, and then I would put the rest of those points elsewhere. But like I said, man, this is the full build. Like this video, y'all. Subscribe. Go down to the comment section, man. Let me know what videos you guys want to see next. If you guys want to see defensive tutorial, if you guys want to see the other 6'4", if you guys want to see any other build, any other gameplay, I can do a dribble tutorial, how to score, how to hide behind the screen. I've got lots of ideas, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting back on my grind for you guys, okay? I sort of took a week or two off, man. Been chilling with the family, chilling, you know, just spending time with the family over these holidays, man. That's the most important thing, y'all. Knowing Jesus, knowing God, worshiping God with your family, y'all. That's more important than 2K, than YouTube, or any of this stuff, man. Knowing God is just so important. So never take for granted the moments that God blesses you to have with family, to have with friends, because it's really a blessing, y'all. You never know. We're here one day and then we're gone tomorrow. So never take these times for granted. Never take these moments for granted. Every single day, every single breath is a gift from God, man. So like this video, subscribe. Make sure y'all join my Discord. Like I said, it's going to be in the comments, in the description. Other than that, hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. And peace.